Hello. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? You've been under care 12, 13 years, right?
Yes, sir.
Mostly maintenance stuff, but why don't you share um, some of the stories, some of the things that you've noticed over the last couple of years under Upper Cervical Care?
Well, my name is William Henry, and I have noticed under cervical care, the upper cervical care, that normally I'm kind of accident prone. I work in kind of I've worked in a lot of construction, mechanical fields, and in the last couple of instances, about 2 years ago, I fell off of a 6 foot ladder, hurt my hip, and the following month, I was in a severe car accident,
Oh.
and my car was totaled.
Hmm.
And in each case, and I followed. I came back to upper cervical care after the accident, or just before the accident, after I fell off the ladder, because had been a 2 year gap there,
Hmm.
and I had to drive to Indiana, and I know I couldn't actually drive there. I had to have my daughter drive me because I could not sit in the seat. I could only sit on one seat, so to speak. And you actually helped me get to the point where I could sit, drive, take care of myself, because I had to drive my wife to Indiana the following year, which was this
Yeah.
past Christmas,
Yeah.
and I drove through a terrible, terrible snowstorm, ice storm into Indiana, and I was able to actually sit and drive and deal with the conditions out there without the pain that I had been experiencing.
That's a big deal.
That's a very big deal. And that was not the only incident that we've had,
Yeah.
together. I have fallen off the back of a pickup truck and couldn't sit down again. Yes.
Yeah.
And that was early on, very early on, because I think Sadie was still your receptionist. And I came in after I hobbled in, basically came in. I couldn't sit down. You told me, let me sit. I told everybody I was okay, but I really wasn't.
Yeah.
And you told me, have a seat. And I tried to sit, and I was really squirming and uncomfortable. He says, let me see you get up. And uh, after several years of this therapy, I had some proceeding, and after the accident, I was able to, it happened very, very quickly that I could actually return to my normal operations and do some other dangerous work.
Right.
So,
So for you, it's injury after injury, but you keep
yes.
coming back to upper cervical care because
Because as far as I'm concerned, you're my primary care physician. Okay, I'm serious. I'm very serious about that. I am very serious about that. I don't want to see anybody else. Okay,
that's awesome.
I really don't. I trust you. That's very important to me. I know if I come here, I'm not going to get. I'm looking for a better word to say here. I'm not going to get a lot of nonsensical.
A lot of fluff.
Fluff, yeah,
Right.
a lot of fluff about how I should proceed. I can pretty much be sure that I'm going to get a direct care plan, something that's going to actually help me. And I know it helps me because I had a serious motorcycle accident. That's how I actually found you, when I had after the serious motorcycle accident, of which only 4 people had accidents that day. You're looking at the only survivor in this southeastern Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah, that actually happened. And I've been through major hospitals, what they call sports medicine care. At that time, it was new. They actually worked for the Lions. And it was very helpful, very helpful. I was appreciative of the recovery, but I never got rid of the pain from the hip injury and the shoulder injury, which I barely ever feel now.
Yeah.
And that's due to your care. So, yeah, I had something to say about that.
I appreciate your stories. So what would you say for someone or to someone who's thinking about upper cervical care for themselves?
You need to get here. Seriously, you do. You need to get here. This is definitely you will receive good care. If anybody can deal with the problem, you can. and I've had several of them. So I know this is not fluff to me. I know this works.
I appreciate you sharing. Thank you.